What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Th3 Location. All right, so this is a very special episode because we have a very special person here with us. YO Hype Auntie, Miss Etchi. How you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Come on now, I'm great. We got my subpar co-host right here, Mr. Jamar Locate.
What's
How you
up,
doing,
everybody?
Jamar?
Doing good. I'm very excited.
No
for
one
this
asked
episode.
anyway. Let's keep it.
Okay, that's how we starting it off.
All right. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
Your weekend going good, brother?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, my bad. You know what I'm saying? He got a fresh fade. He don't know how to act right now.
I'd feel like him if I didn't get a retwist.
Right. You know, that's like how it's women. You know, our hairstyles make us feel a certain way. Mine is the switching of the hats.
So are we jumping me right now? Is that what's going on?
No, I was just saying I understand. You know,
With the woo, you know what I'm talking about?
It is.
Look, Auntie, how was your weekend?
it was good. Very busy with it being the holidays, Thanksgiving, and cooking for 2 days straight and entertaining people. It has definitely been amazing.
And let me tell you something, because I'm going to go on a tangent right quick. So I had the opportunity this year to be invited over there, right? And first off, the food was amazing. My wife gave it nothing but 10-star reviews. She said 10 out of 5 stars.
Hey, I even got a text message
You know
on
what I'm saying?
Instagram
Look.
about it. I said, okay.
Look, I'm talking when she was eating it, she didn't even, first off, I know you're watching this, babe. You didn't even warm the food up. She ate it cold.
That's when you know it's good.
Ate it cold. Doing a little dance and everything, you know what I'm saying? She's like, oh yeah, this is good. Just put a foot in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Man, but no, for real, this is a very special episode, you know, especially to me because when I came out here, I didn't know anybody, right? And I luckily met Jamar first, which is the funniest story ever because I remember coming out here. Shout out to DJ Dollar Bill because I actually came on
Pay attention.
You know what I'm saying? I came out and I ended up messaging him because my mentor, Mr. DJ Ego Live, he had told me, he's like, yeah, hit up Dollar Bill, you know what I'm saying? Get some connection out here. You know, pull up on him, you know, networking a little bit. I was like, all right, cool. So this is like the second time I came out. And I remember we're in the DJ booth and everything, and this young man is right here and everything. We're vibing the whole night, you know what I'm saying? He's lit, he's turned, I'm lit, I'm turned. Lisa's lit, she's turned too, you know? And then so it gets to the end of the night, and I was like, you know what? I like him. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab his Instagram. So that way we can kind of just, even if it's just keeping tabs on each other, I was like, because you know when you feel energy, you feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so it's funny though because I get his Instagram. He's just like, I make music. He's like, I'm an artist. And I was like, I play music. I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Goes in together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so then the funniest part about that was it's just like it's about a year and a half, honestly. It's about a year and a half. But we really hadn't even communicated. And so then I got booked out in Stuttgart. He got booked out in Stuttgart. And through that event, we actually became pretty good friends. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where this whole thing sprouted from, you know. And then I had the pleasure of him asking me to be his personal DJ. Super tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I get first access and I get to tell him what's a hit and what's not.
Okay.
I don't think he listened to me though, let's just be honest.
Nah, he a little hard-headed. I mean, just from what I know, a little hard-headed, a little stubborn.
You know what I'm saying?
A little stubborn.
You know what I'm saying? What your mom used to say? A hard head makes for a soft ass.
A soft ass, damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and that's which leads me to this next part, you know, because through him, you know, I met Izzy.
Yeah.
Amazing person. Izzy, my brother, shout out to you. A lot of this wouldn't be possible, you know what I'm saying, without you, brother. So I want to give you your flowers as well. I love you and I care. I care about you tremendously, you know what I'm saying? You're an amazing person. But with that,
Izzy Pooh.
you know what I'm saying?
Love you.
Mr. Shotton.
Always on point, man.
But, you know, with that being said, though, Izzy, the first person that Izzy told me I needed to meet, he's like, you need to get tapped in with Auntie. He's like, Auntie. And I'm sitting there, I was like, nigga, you don't know my auntie. Like, how you know what I'm saying? I'm like, the hell you talking about? I talk to her every day. What are you talking about? And he's like, no, man, here's Auntie Etchi. He's like, YO Hype Auntie. I was like, all right, cool. And I'll never forget, the first time I met you, we had like a 45-minute conversation.
Yep, we did.
And I knew right then, I was like, yep, great person to have on my side. Also, just, you know, just being able to be that open that quickly with somebody is not natural. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly a blessing from God. And I do truly appreciate you. 100%.
I appreciate that.
100%. And you know, it's like already so fast do I feel like it is a family, you know, from not only just you, your wife, and your 2 kids as well. You know what I mean? Like you guys are amazing. From top to bottom.
Hello,
you know
amazing.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So
You know, I think you guys are pretty amazing because we found each other, and I'm only attracted to amazing people.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I run away from bullshitters. I'm
quick,
just saying.
You know, quick, fast, in a hurry. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, it's so dope. You know, and so with that being said, let's get into your qualifications and who is Yo Hype Auntie.
Okay, let's see. You know, like you said about your dad, about the jack of all trades. But the thing is, I always say I am the Jill of all trades, but I master at 50% of all my trades.
So, yeah, pay attention.
Real talk.
Real talk. Listen.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like to put my hand in everything, and you know, you have to practice in order to be perfect. But I know that I can do everything, but I am definitely a master at, I say, between 50 to 60. I don't want to toot my own horn.
She said we got arts and crafts.
Hey, little singing,
you know
tweet.
Look, game planner, you know what I'm saying? Look, great cook, amazing cook. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
That's my number one love is cooking, right there.
I think it's so dope too. You know, I tasted the food, bro, and I went back to the States.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went back to the States for a minute, and honestly, I haven't had that experience of food out here yet. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, schnitzel is cool, you feel me? But like, that shit all right. That's my controversial take for today, you know what I'm saying? Schnitzel overrated. Anyway.
I think it's like a German version, like a black version of a pork chop. I mean, unless that's the way I make it. Because I've learned how to, I call myself, and them schnitzels I be making at home, they be reminding me, we be putting hot sauce on that bad boy. I think it tastes like pork chop.
You better be careful. People gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? People gonna come for you. I'm telling you, you better stop.
Excuse me, lad. Excuse me, lad.
You finna have a line of niggas in later hoses outside your house. I'm trying to tell you something. Them niggas will get you. Them niggas will get you.
Oh shoot!
But, no, it's one of them things. You know, I see. So not only are you a great cook, a great person, but you're a great party planner as well. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Throw some of the best parties. So take us through that. What made you even go down that route?
So about 15 years ago, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and we have a large community of Africans that are there. So I'm from Cameroon, West Africa, but I got into contact with other ones from Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, and it's so funny. It's a total of 5 of us, and we call ourselves Sharpshooter, and we threw the hottest African parties. And with them not really barely speaking a lot of English, it was my job to go to find and talk to the vendors to make sure we had everything lined up. And we had this, it's so funny. I love Eric. There's this one Mexican that's with us, but he loved Africans. Like, he married to an African. He speaks Swahili. Like, the man cook Ugali. Like, so he is our Latino African.
Hey.
But it was all of us, and we started throwing parties, and then I started, then I got in connect with someone about doing an international radio show, and it was called Happy Hour with Etchi, and I used to do something similar to what you're building here, grabbing different people, from architects to police officers to lawyers, and I would just sit there and we'll talk and have a conversation, and I ask questions, and of course it's happy hour, so it's a little drink, little shot here in between and it's always interesting because we have people calling in. Yeah. So when you call in and you have questions, especially like when lawyers were on there.
Hey, man, I can only imagine.
And it's amazing though to have that and do that. And I've always been a person that I like to learn and I like to meet new people.
Absolutely.
So if I can learn and meet new people all the time, and I can do whatever route or whatever path to take to walk to do that, I'm going to do that. And I did the radio show plus promoting and hosting parties. And then once I had my accident though in 2016, I slowed down a lot. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I kind of started just kind of promoting parties instead of really hosting them as much. But yeah, and then I kind of stopped. And with me coming here to Germany, and I've only been here a year and a half, and all the love that I've gotten here and all the support.
You would think she's been here for 30.
I'm more than thankful for everybody.
I'm telling you.
Here. I know. It does. It makes me feel good.
You said a year and a half.
A year and a half.
You know, I'm over here doing numbers in my head. I'm like, wait, a year and a half?
Yeah, man.
I was like, no. But I would say, not to cut you off or anything.
No.
with just knowing that amount of time, right? You say a year and a half. Have you, for yourself, sat back and looked at the amount of people you've impacted, changed their ways to better themselves? That you like, have you really thought about that yourself?
You know, it's so funny. I did a couple weeks ago because I had a DJ that told me a route that he was about to go that could have possibly destroyed his future with what he can flourish more, because he was so golden struck at, I want to DJ, I want to be out here. And he listened to me. I talked to him, and I am a person, I don't sugarcoat. Y'all know that.
Man,
I don't sugarcoat shit.
When you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, nigga, she gonna tell you.
Just sit there and be like,
let me tell you something.
It's gonna be a point like, I'm so sorry, auntie. And I'm like, oh baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But he listened to me, and then he hit me up the next day, and he said, no, 2 days later, he's like, auntie, I listened to you, and I appreciate that. And then literally after a week, he started getting gigs and started flourishing. And it's like, it makes me, first off, even though I am a people person, I don't want to get sensitive, but I feel that people here in Germany has accepted me and appreciate me more than my own family and the people of where I'm from. And to get that support, the love, even to get, because I've been through so much, and the only way for someone to show someone else is if they've gone through it.
Facts.
And I done failed. I done been broken down. I done been to the point to where I was the only person. I didn't have nobody. I only had my son to talk his ears off the wall and my guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? Then I met my wife that has became my best friend. So it's...
Shout out to Kira, by the way.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying?
Family matters, man. That's all.
But it is... You know, so I'm not gonna lie. The love I get up here, sometimes it do. I'll be like, man, they bullshitting me.
Nah,
They just talking.
Not at all.
I do sometimes feel that way, but I mean, it's all out of love for real. It is.
I will honestly say this: it is. You can't bullshit energy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you can't fake. You can try to, but you can weed it out real quick. You know what I mean? And the one thing that I noticed off the rip was just the helpfulness, but also just the authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Of just how kind and also how thoughtful you are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a single thought that doesn't come out of your mouth that isn't actually like articulated. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I think is very undervalued. And that not a lot of people like. A lot of people, yes, they know you and everything like that, but when they really take like that deeper dive and actually listen, you drop a lot of subtle hints.
Yeah.
And some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, and you say a lot without actually saying it, you know, but I feel like you only ever really like think about that once you take a step back and actually listen. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I do appreciate about you, you know, because I've come to you about some of the things that I'm going through and everything, and you've given me nothing but great insight about them, you know, so I will always appreciate you. So now I do have a question. Okay. So, you know, do you think that your accident was a blessing in disguise for you with the party, like with the party aspect? Absolutely. And everything?
It was a blessing, period. I'm not gonna lie, I was cocky. Yeah. I was arrogant. Oh, I was for real, I have come a long way. Like, I was that one where I'm that bitch, you know, and you can't tell me nothing. If I said it goes this way, it's going. But that car accident, I broke every bone in my body but my face. Sheesh. So being alone, that's when you know who your real friends are. And nobody came. Like, that's when you start knowing who's really there for you. And then it broke me down to start thinking, because that's when I start asking my higher power, show me and guide me on what I need to do. Because if I didn't die because they said I was dead, and I was dead for 1 minute and 26 seconds. So, God, if you giving me breath in my body, you giving me a second chance, then I know that what is my mission? Show me.
I'm not done yet.
I'm not done. You know, God ain't through with me yet. I might got a little, but he ain't through. So once that accident, and I started actually like thinking about myself also too, and learning to grow, and I am very big. I'm an advocate, even though African Americans do not. I am a very big advocate of therapy. To a psychologist, therapist, go to a counselor, talk to someone, because being in a black home and with black, it's, talk to Jesus, sweep it under the rug, and that messes us up mentally sometimes growing up once we get older, because we don't really know how to handle stuff
and how to vent properly. And
absolutely.
And that's I'm glad you touched on that, because that's one thing my wife and I have gotten into too. Even when it comes to, I just had a baby in April actually, so he's 7 months now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I will say this, and I told you this in your house, and I'm gonna bring it up on air. And I told you, I said, you are a phenomenal parent in the way that, even from the things that I see when it comes to your son, right? Fully decorating stuff, giving him an opportunity to express himself, and also just being there to, be that person that he can lean on and stuff, and his biggest supporter, right? And throwing the taco bars and everything like that. And I told you, I aspire to be at least a percentage of a parent that you are, right? Because, and this is no shot against my mom or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But, we didn't have it well, especially after my dad had passed, right? So, not having birthdays, not because she didn't want to provide them, but simply because she couldn't do it, right? And so it's I sit here and I model myself after people like you, who are sitting here, you express yourself through your traumas and everything. So that way I'm not putting that down on him, because he didn't ask to be here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that is the biggest, it's bigger than the nightlife thing. You know what I mean? And it's yes, this podcast is designed to bring light, especially in the nightlife industry, but also just the culture. But my vision for this is to have this be literally the location to talk about anything and everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's why I got the name of the location, Now, okay, Mr. Jamar locate. Yeah, a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it was all you, man.
But, that's truly the goal of this, is to be able to sit here and have these tough conversations.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And be able to talk about things that, Black people normally don't talk about, especially in this aspect of my biggest goal for this, and which as you see sitting right next to me, is to highlight, Black people in Europe.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, especially out here, and even in my experiences in Italy and everything too, a lot of people take the culture and try to replicate it instead of, sitting here and trying to kind of tailor it, and include us in it, And so it's I want to give back to the people who we know, but they don't know. You know what I mean? Because the biggest thing is, yes, we're here, we're speaking English, what I'm saying? We're in Germany. But I know we're going to have some German viewers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at us, I'm talking about question. You know what I'm saying?
All these goods.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, it's one of these things to teach you guys also about the culture of just, a lot of the stuff that you see. So with that being said, what has been your biggest motivation besides your accident, right, to continue down the path of just being who you are right now?
Well, one, I've broken generational curses. I have.
We say clock it.
Yeah. I have broken generational curses, talking to my family and for my own grandma to say, baby girl, I'm proud of you. You are you are the women we look up to. For my own grandma to say she looking up, or my mama Etchi, you inspire me. I've broken so many, and again, touching down, my mother did growing up, we didn't have birthday parties like that. That's what inspired me to be that way with my son, and even communicating. If I asked my mom growing up, why can't I do this or because I said so.
Oh, I didn't know that was coming up.
And that's not teaching me, because all that did was make me do it, because I'm well, shit, let me try it.
I mean, you're already mad at me for asking, you might as well be mad at me for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So that's one thing I've learned. I'm trying to break that down, because if I explain something to my son, you can't do this because, or I'm very big at telling him, growing up, parents would sometimes make it they were perfect and they did no wrong, or they were. So you grow up not really knowing who your parents really are. Yeah. My son can't grow up to say he don't know who the hell his mama. He know his mama done been in the trenches. His mama we done been in the car. We done been going from house to house. We done did it. And he knows mama done got in trouble with the law. I'm not afraid to say, because then I feel like it's helping him to where he'll be able to better and be able to understand and grow. So what makes me who I am all in all is just to know that I've I've shaken the ground. Like
Absolutely.
I've broken so many strongholds in my in my family within my generation.
Absolutely.
So I feel like if I can show light to everybody, or not even like, because my thing is, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just this perfect person. No, I'm not at all.
And nobody
but
is.
I'm very open to say when I'm not perfect, and I can say what my fuck ups are. I can say like, damn, you right, I shouldn't have said it like that, or damn, you right, I should have did this like this, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me know, like, I'm okay with that, because can't nobody come up to me and be like, Auntie or Etchi, you didn't do that. Okay, well, tell me what I did wrong, and then so we can correct it.
Facts.
And we can not do it no more. So, and then in my head, I was like, I always wanted to be like have my own cult. Like, I know my wife over there, like, here she go. You know, I just think I would be a great leader, you know. Wink, wink, anybody. No, I'm just
Hey,
listen.
I'm
tell you, people gonna come for you. I'm trying to tell you. Look. Nah, I get what you mean though. I totally get what you mean, and that's first time, it's amazing. And you know, even to have that hindsight, to be able to reflect, because I feel like a lot of it is reflection. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at your reflection, it's going to tell you a lot about yourself and how to move forward as well. You know, and to see the level of reflection that you have and how you constantly use it to better guide yourself it's an example that I can personally attest that a lot of us didn't have growing up. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
You know?
I ain't gonna, I'm not even gonna front.
Like,
hell no, I ain't had that.
Yeah.
You know, even like, so, like, even with my stepdad, you know what I'm saying? Great man. You know, I actually ended up, so my son's name is St. James Allen. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up naming my son after him. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, even with him, you know, he has kind of like the same aura that you do. You know what I'm saying? Is it as polished? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But it's amazing for me to be able to see, you know, him, but also in other people. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of why I'm so close with you as well, because, you know, it's just like, you remind me of home. You know what I mean? And I hope and I pray, and I know it's never going to change, but I'm praying that is one part of you that you will continue for the rest of your life.
Yes, always.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an everyday working thing, because I'm trying to be my thing, I go wake up every day. I'm a critical thinker. And
Absolutely.
as a critical thinker, you have to learn. You have to learn every day of your life till you 6 feet under. Like, you got to keep going. There's no stopping. I know there's room for growth all the time. So
Absolutely.
just wake up with that mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You taught a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Just even here talking is like, you've taught so much, and then like changed ways. Little backstory how I ran into Auntie is I had seen her a couple of times, but I was like, who is she? But
Who is this colorful woman?
The first encounter for me was at Ed's. They did karaoke night.
Yep, karaoke.
And I seen her. I was like, okay. I wasn't too much into it because it was around my first time. So then I started seeing her more and more. I was like, all right, cool. So I just remember one day, I just did a performance. I seen her again. And before anybody else could come, she was like, you did good. I'm proud of you. And it's like, for her to get back into her zone, like, you know, she lit, to step out, to literally just talk to me instead of just like as an artist. She was like, keep doing your thing. So I was like, oh, snap.
Man.
So I had that persona. I was like, okay, I'm doing stuff. But of course, she humbled me. And it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't rude. It was during the situation, because she remembers that it was an Instagram call. And she had talked to me. And I told her, you know, going off in mine, she was like, baby, let it go. Now, when she said the words, baby, I was like, dang. It's a powerful moment, you know.
Man,
you gotta sit up like, hello, yeah.
Right, quick, hold on.
But I was so engulfed with my mindset of what I want to do, how I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna go about it. And she literally just said, don't ruin yourself because other people want to ruin how they act. Not the exact words, but that's what I got from it. So I was like, cool. So let me just see. And then, and I would say, I didn't see her as a fan. I didn't see her as, oh, I know her. It was more and more. Every time something happened, she was always there. Every time something come up, I'd be like, man, I don't know. I'm going to just call her. I call her. But that's where you get that home feeling. Yeah. And you're like, oh, snap, cool. And, you know, especially being out here.
Yep.
And like everybody know, yes, I'm military. But when you don't, like I'm a father as well, I have a daughter and everything else. But when you don't have family here, legit blood family, it's hard.
Oh yeah.
So when you have someone that can talk to you, not Mr. Locate, not that's Jamar, no, like last name Stalin, that person, like that's someone she spoke to with so much wisdom. And then part of my break that I've taken was because of her. I was like, man, it's too much, you know. So she was like, take your time. I'm always the quick to rush, run things, trying to have, you know, that moments we always want stuff right then and there.
Go.
And then when you have somebody put in your position for a reason, and you keep wondering, like, why I keep wanting to call this person?
Yeah.
And then I've been trying to. It's weird because I remember a moment I wanted to call one of the family relatives, ain't nobody else. I was like, I don't want to call. She busy. Call somebody else. They be. I'm like, dang. Accidentally hit call. She answers. I was like, all right, bro, I'm about to give up. 'Cause I don't know. But she really gave me words of wisdom to sit back and help myself. So that's where I lean more into family, man.
Absolutely.
Finding myself being more nostalgic, being more understanding to where just hearing her talk, I can just sit here. I know you're probably like, okay, just sitting there. It's like sometimes you consume what people are saying and you don't always need a reaction. You just sit there and you just be like, okay, I need something. You know, we all have little scars we may not know. It might come up and be like, hey, hold on, she just said something about this, so let me just focus on that. So that's why I'm just like, yo, it's really amazing. Just like, she really set that impact. She set that tone to where I don't see her just as auntie. People be like, what was that auntie? Oh no, that's my auntie. Like, you overstepping now. You call her. But
you rock with her. You don't rock with her.
Yeah. Like, you might have seen her.
You auntie, but that's auntie.
You know what I'm saying?
But like,
no, it's even with the support, you know, like it's because you actually ended up coming to a couple of the shows that I was at, and I didn't even know.
The first one was at Area 51.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like I'm not even really paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And that's on me. You know what I'm saying? That was 100% on me because I wasn't necessarily happy with the outcome of that event, right? And it just reminded me because, you know, we had talked about it on the previous episode with Pleasure Teeth, right? Of just taking a step back, you know, and really seeing the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just came up, even though the venue was not packed, and told you that you did a great job in X, Y, and Z, you know, and then it's just like, damn, okay, I am on the right path. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you've always been that constant reminder of just like, and it's not to say she only tells us good things because that's not true. No. It's not true.
I'm going to tell you.
Matter of fact, she yelled at me earlier today. And I said, when I tell you I'm 28 years old, I felt like I was 9. I had
to say, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying?
Sit there, you be
look.
Like earlier, you know, I was like, I was trying to act.
I was like, oh, she finna take my phone when we get home.
I always say things like that because I care about y'all. I love y'all, so it's coming from the heart. Like, real talk.
100%. So, you know, sitting here, and I have to ask this question, you know, because you're still really big into this whole party planning thing and everything as well. You know, what is the future for you and your events? What do we have in the shoot?
Well, the thing is, I don't do, when I say it's more than just a party, it's an experience.
Man.
I provide experiences.
Decorations,
food. If my theme is island, I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to make some type of snacks.
I'm telling you, you finna see Patrick Starr in that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. See, look.
But that is something, so like for example, my next event is December 13th. It's the Auntie's Christmas Workshop, Sip and Paint. So it's a sip and paint, and I have a DJ, and it's a 3-course meal experience. So it's like I want to do, I do events, and that's what I plan to do here in Germany. I don't want to have just a DJ and everyone's dancing with music, because one thing I've learned being here in Germany is that if I don't calm my partying down, I'm going to look like I'm 50 in 3 years out here. Because partying and drinking is what they do here. So like, I just want to give I love sipping paints and I love entertaining people. So like game times, and like I have plans that I want to do for like Valentine's Day with couples. And I also wanted to do like a track, because you know, like I'm always random and I always just hop on trains. And it's like, I don't want to do like a group where people are random with me, and If I say, oh, we're going to take the train to Nuremberg from 2 p.m. and stay till 8. Like, just have, like, I just believe you only got one life to live.
100%.
So you just have to enjoy it. And when you find people like that, and that's when people start conversating and knowing, then that's when you can start networking and ideas. But I've met some beautiful people with great ideas, and the things like ideas I want to do and the things I want to do, I know that meeting individual like you all will help me then have my vision all in whole, you know, because like next summer, like I'm trying to do like I want to do a block party. Now that would be dope.
I'm done. I can tell.
Hold on, wait a minute. Look, you know what I'm saying?
Stay tuned for that.
Look, fire up the grills. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care about no music. I don't care none of that.
Yeah. I'm trying to
look.
Yeah, but that's what I love doing.
Honestly, I mean, you're great at doing it.
Thank you.
That's the biggest thing.
I need to pop out to one of them. I ain't gonna be acting like that.
Yeah, I'm saying, unfortunately, because I know just upcoming one. First off, let me just set this record straight right quick. Cop y'all tickets. Excuse me. Cop your tickets for the December 13th Sip and Paint.
Yes.
Okay? Because, you know, it's one of these things, everybody complains. This is the most common shit I've seen out here. Excuse my language. Cap. Fucking the thing that pisses me off here the most, and I'm going to crash out here for a second, right?
Okay, no wrong with crash.
So, no, the thing that pisses me off here about this place in particular, right, is the very first thing people say. It's either with DJs or events and everything. Oh, it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's always the same. New shit comes, and you motherfuckers are the same people who will either sit at home and not go to the new thing or go to the old shit you were just complaining about. So look at me right quick. Does that make any fucking sense to you? That doesn't, like, that's stupid as shit. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. You know, and they say it about every DJ out here. Oh, well, they all play the same music. It's always the same music. Your ass is always going to it though, right?
Right, always.
So obviously it's working. You know what I'm saying? And something is there's some type of value there, right?
Absolutely.
So it's just like, go explore new shit.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's even then, it can always be improved though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always room for improvement.
And that's the thing that like makes me upset is because like even with me and Izzy, we went to this Reezy concert the other week. Not even a concert, but it was a concert. He was at the club and everything up in Bayreuth. But it was one of these things. Izzy had hit me up because I'm getting into the videography game and everything too right now, right? So I'm like, yeah, of course I can help you make some Instagram stories for you and your content stuff behind the scenes. So we go to this, right, and we're there all night. And we're there from probably like 8:30 till about we left at like 3:40 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Club closed at 5. I'm old as shit. I'm not staying till 5 in the morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hell nah. Look, my back was hurting and shit. Yeah. I would wear Air Force Ones all night too, nigga. My knees was on fire.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock, I start yawning.
I gotta go. So, you know, but even from that, you know, and we went to that, and I experienced Reezy. Right, I experienced that new artist and stuff. And when I tell you, like, for the past, like, week and a half, bro, I've been listening to German rap. You know what I'm saying? Granted, do I skip through some of the shit? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't speak Deutsch. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. Not, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, at least with his music, it's like, cool, I discovered a whole nother subgenre of stuff that I didn't even know I particularly liked. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Jamar over here. You know what I'm saying? He'll send me songs. You know what I'm saying? And he's funny too. I need to talk about this right quick. Right, this is another crash out moment because Jamar is notorious for this shit. He knows what I'm about to say. He knows what I'm about to say. Because listen, if you got an artist in your life, I promise you they do the same shit. And I don't know what's up with artists doing this. I'll be like, hey, bro, you good? And the nigga sends me a song.
He said, listen to the words of the song, and I'm telling you how I feel at this point.
That part, she on point though.
Not at all. I'm sitting here. I was like, brother, hey, bro, you good? You good, Mud? And Mud just gonna send me back an MP3 file. I'm like,
I had a homeboy that did that back in high school. He used to walk down the hallway. And whatever he's rapped, because he raps and stuff and he writes, but whatever he's singing and rapping about, that's how the hell he felt. So he'd be like, fuck everybody, you know, he'd be like, move out the way.
That's Crazy Steve. Look, Crazy Steve coming through, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I just go in my locker. I didn't even see it.
I'm telling you, man, he kills me with that. But, you know, it's just like putting me on some whole subgenre of stuff, you know, and he's done that too. You know, even in his his artistic expression.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
love his
Like,
music. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Style of music is bomb.
It's tough.
Thank
you
you.
know.
I'm
And
blessed
I've,
for it.
I've also
Thank
sat here for 15 minutes and listened to this man freestyle. You know, it's like I love every second of it. Yeah. And then you hit that 14th minute, you're like, nigga, you still going?
Right. You still eating? You not full?
That's my thing.
Oh, me, be like,
brother, listen, take a breath. but nah, man, it's like one of these things, you know. And with that being said, I think one thing we kind of forget about a lot is to, not you, because you do it all the time, but I'm saying this to you, you know, is to get out and explore. You know what I'm saying? Because even without Izzy in that situation, I would have never been put on to a new genre of music. You know what I'm saying? Something that I can sit down and, even right now, my wife enjoys his music, right? So now we sit down and we talk about our favorite songs from him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just like, now I just grew closer with my best friend off of something that my other best friend provided for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you don't take away nothing else from what the fuck I just said, because I know y'all got the attention span of goldfishes. Explore. That's all I'm trying to say. Explore and open yourself up to new things, man. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, get a damn bratwurst or something. You know what I'm saying?
Don't distract yourself.
Yeah,
that was something I was told. Like,
distractions will definitely hinder you in the path. That's like walking down like Alice in the Wonderland, man. Going down the rabbit hole. She had a bunch of temptations before, and that's literally how life is. Real talk. Like, there's always going to be a distraction here, and then we all get easily distracted. You know, that's the human brain. We just get easily distracted. You see, that's why the news and Trump them can tell us anything, and we just distracted, forgetting about what's really going on over here. It's just our mindset. So, yeah, distractions is, but exploring and knowing you then, and that's dope that you and your wife have found that genre of music to do that, because
she ain't going to admit it. She like, I don't do it. Yeah, you do. You watching this? I know you do. You know what we talking about. Look, she quick to make it seem like, I don't even listen to that music. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
Bobbing the head.
Oh yeah, you know.
Little shoulder shrug in the kitchen.
Right. Like, what? I'm over here cooking.
No, I'm talking about. Oh me. So now I gotta ask some funny questions, right? Okay. So. What's one thing that'll make you instantly crash out?
Ooh.
Instantly. No explanation needed.
Slowness. I cannot stand.
She talking about locate. I'm trying to tell you, she's talking about
it's an experience. Like, when she says that, and I know an experience I was like,
hey,
you know, that's what I'm saying. Yes. Yo, that was a slow.
It's slowness that gets me. I be like, crash out.
Hey, what they say? If you know, you know, man. We'll talk about that offline. But if you know, you know.
That's and I be trying to breathe, and when my two eyebrows go up, that's when I'm like, uh-oh.
All right.
Hey, what they say on Finding Nemo? Swim away.
Gotta go.
I was like, oh, shit.
Man.
Yeah.
I respect that. Jamar?
Common sense. Like, if you would ask me a question, like, literally, if you see me doing dishes, and you be like, you doing dishes? It's just like, bro, come on, common sense. Like him.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Exactly, like that. Like,
common sense, huh?
It's not really common for the sense to, you know, I'm just playing.
I want y'all to know something right quick.
He about to crash out.
He had to Google what the fuck common sense was, right? Because he don't even know what it is. He don't know what it is. He's talking about, you know what I'm saying? You know what makes me crash out? Him.
That's why I said I knew he was about to crash out. I knew it was coming.
Him and Izzy. It's the rage baiting, and I fall for it every time. I'm not gonna lie.
But he triggers it though.
I fall for it every single time. Do. But it's just, I think honestly, I'd have to agree with you on the common sense aspect.
Yes.
You know, because it's like, how are you this smart and that damn dumb? You know what I mean? And it's just like, especially now in today's age,
yes,
everybody is walking around with a supercomputer in your pocket.
Man, I was just talking to my wife about that. Nobody knows how to write papers anymore. Everybody go to CPT chat,
GPT and everything. And it's like, my thing is, it's like the questions you ask me should never be repeated out loud. That's how fucking stupid they are. Excuse me. Like, I'm sorry, because it's like, I know that whole we grew up on it. There is no dumb question. No, that is stupid. Yeah. There's some dumbass questions, and it needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? And not in a way of like hatred or nothing like that, right? But it's like, my brother, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out.
Yeah, my favorite saying, if it's a dumb question, I'll be like, come on.
That look right there. When you see that, I was like,
right. That's when I'm like,
right. Let me act right.
Look, start testing.
He said, Etchi way.
And so.
No, I respect that, you know. And then another question I got for both of y'all, right, is if there's like one thing that you could do for the rest of your life, right? And only one thing, what would it be?
Cook.
Okay. Chef Curry over
there. Oh man. Oh, she said cook. I'm like, so I got a recipe and, you know, some ideas.
Rich. You know what I'm
Send some links.
Hey, that's all I be wanting to do is cook.
Hey, look, next episode, if I bring some food, don't worry about it. It's not for you.
I'm going to say, if you notice some substantial weight gain on this podcast, it's Auntie's fault. I would just like to let y'all know this right now.
I'll try not to put you on too much weight.
You know what I'm saying? Between her and my wife, man, at least be in that kitchen, man, she be cooking up some shit. And she be throwing stuff in the pot. And my dumb ass, I'll be like, yeah, I want seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and thirds.
You know what I'm saying? Look, what's up with you?
We gave you time to think now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about slowness. It all correlates.
I would just say just music. It doesn't even matter. Like, music has no age.
Yeah.
My first response was like, you know, I don't know, probably just not. It's actually just straight music. I can just sit there, just be in tune, sleep with it on. Until he wants to call, I gotta ignore and keep playing, you know. It is what it is, though.
My hand twitched. My hand just twitched from that statement.
And next song, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Because apparently I call him the most, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
He just sits there for like 15 minutes. Then 30 seconds.
Next question. You know what I'm saying? Look. Next time.
They about to go.
Look.
Auntie gonna be like, let me get that belt. Y'all keep playing.
Right, be like, now, come on now.
Nah, I think mine is not even to be like, you know, sentimental or nothing. Like, if I had to do one thing for the rest of my, and luckily I get the opportunity to do it, but being a father, honestly.
Yeah.
Being a father is like, if somebody told me tomorrow I have to step away from DJing and everything and anything to do with music and X, Y, and Z, right, to ensure him having like the life he deserves and everything like that, without a question.
Absolutely.
Without a question. You would see. It should be. You know what I'm saying? You see everything go up for the sale the next day.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you that question when he turns 16.
Look.
I'm just playing.
Look.
You know, I got a teenager.
Yeah, things might change. You know what
I'm telling you, it do. You be like, I love him. Like, oh, I don't like you. It's that now I'm at that stage with my son. He's 16. I'm like, oh, I love you, but mama don't like you right now, Doc. He ain't gonna fake you.
Angelo sitting on the other side of this cabinet, listening to all this too.
Yeah, big fact.
Look,
finna
come around that corner. What was you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, see, y'all told y'all this is what I do with it.
What's up, bro?
So, we're all parents in here. All right. So, this is a question for all of us. What are some things that you see your child doing that you really sit back and was like, dang, I used to do that. But here's the difference is, when you used to do it, you was told, no, stop doing that. To where now you see your younger self doing it. And it's not even in a bad way. You're just looking like, maybe I was shut out from doing what was inspiring me to do. To now I see my child. How do you really feel?
I think in my aspect, I'm still new to this parenting thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I only got 7 months under my belt. You know? But I think even just the stereotypical stuff that we do in our community, right? Like, oh, put that baby down. You know what I'm saying? Let him cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit, even my wife will attest, I've never understood that. You know what I'm saying? I've never understood that because it's like at this point in his life, right, all he wants is either me or his mom. And for me to like deny him of that simply because I don't feel like like either participating in that moment or something like that. I just don't understand that, right? So there's never been a time where it's like, let him cry, right? So, and just to clarify, yes, I know babies are babies and they will cry, right? But there's a difference between like putting your kid down and leaving him in a room by himself to kind of cry it out and go to sleep versus like with me, I'll put him on my chest or something like that, or he'll be next to me and stuff. Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, this dude just like to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's got to get it out.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of them things to where it's just like, all right, bro, like I'm watching you, I'm here with you, I'm present. You know what I'm saying? But like, at this moment in time, there's no amount of comfort I could give you because you just want to cry right now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, just doing that and seeing that. And then like, I kind of think back to like, damn, you know, or the knockout bottles. You know what I'm saying? Oh, put some rice in that baby bottle. He'll go to sleep.
Yeah, a little oatmeal, make it heavy.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, I get that, you know, but then it's like at the same time too, it's just like, you know, I could just bounce him to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a hack. Not everything has to be a fucking hack nowadays. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's not necessarily a hack, is what makes your life easier also.
Yeah, very much true.
Because if there's certain ways that I definitely will, like, yes, I am a person that say, let my baby cry. Because at the end of the day, I say that as me being not having the father around. Like, it's easy when you have both. But if it's just, you don't want that baby to keep every time, because at the end of the day, babies know patterns. So if the baby keep crying and they know that you pick them up, they're going to keep crying. See,
and maybe I need to clarify that too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, you know, it's like I don't baby him. I don't baby him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We roughhouse, we play, because mind you, this is a 7-month-old, but he is every bit almost 20 pounds now. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's about 1.5 years. He's a big ass baby. You know?
Your wife is German, right?
Yes, ma'am.
These babies is big.
Man, what?
Hey, German people, period.
I don't know what the hell they got in their damn DNA. I think these niggas is the original Vikings. So let's just
it is. I mean, it's only pretzels, cheddar brats, and schnitzels.
I wonder why I wasn't fed that.
But you
maybe tall too,
bro. Look, tall as hell.
8-year-old, 6'3".
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let me talk to you.
He said the Lakers need a new center right now. I'm trying to tell you something.
I don't even want to raise my voice, big.
Hey, so yeah, that's why your baby big.
Oh yeah. But you know, even in that aspect, you know, it's like I don't baby him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's like I do allow him to cry, but it's just like I'm not just gonna leave him by himself. You know what I'm saying? In those moments and stuff like that. You know. Or like rush to, you know, especially when he fall off some shit, because this dude is climbing on everything.
Yeah.
Bump his little head or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I look at him, are you good? And when he waits for that reaction, he's like, hey. I'm like, yeah, you all right? Look at you.
So when you give him too much, are you okay? You like, come on.
Yeah, boy, you was just fine. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Auntie, what's shit? Jamal, ask the question again? Because I mean, yapping
oh,
too
no,
much.
I understand. I got like, what is I actually admire my son. He has the confidence that I lacked as a child because of the things I was not able to do, like you were discussing, and his confidence. I mean, I'll be very open and honest. My sexuality. Mm-hmm. I knew that I loved women, but it's not in my culture. It's not in so I had to grow up to have that and sneak and have sleepovers, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my son had been that I know, and my wife, and I know what he's comfortable with and what we discuss, and him having that open table for us to put everything on the table. And he have that confidence of, okay, well, if nobody likes me, oh, well, I can keep. I love that because I was bullied growing up. I was like, I was a nerd, a geek. All I wanted to do was read Harry Potter books and be with teachers and be in plays. So to see my son have that sense of confidence is like, it's so admirable to 100%. Me. Like, so that is something that I do. One thing I hate, his comeback with his mouthpiece.
Hey, look.
Because his mama's mouth.
I was about to say, you taught him that.
Yeah, that's one thing, you know, they say it's 2 times worse with your child. So that, I'll be ready to pootie tangle. I'll be pootie tangle.
She get that double look. Hey, he was not playing with those. He probably over there.
Right. Dang, what's she talking?
She crazy. She
You know
crazy.
that moment? Let me not say nothing.
Look, I'm telling you.
But yeah, so there's good things and bad things that I do.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, Jamar?
For me, I would say, for my daughter, most people, to clear it, she's in the States right now with her mom, thank God for her mama being there, being very supportive with me, being
Shout out to the
military.
moms out there.
Yeah.
You know
Big up to
Moms.
mothers, because especially military mothers, when, dad's not around traveling, just trying to make it, even those who aren't on good terms, parental-wise, because I'm separated. I ain't afraid to say none of that. But it's the fact of the matter is that the decency and respect I have for her to take on, even that mantle for me, not physically being there because I'm out here.
Absolutely.
I give her the utmost praise for that. But some of the stuff I would see like my daughter do for like that would irk my nerves is like I can't say nothing because I'll be like, dang, I did that.
Man.
Like her mom tells her, it's time to go to bed. No, I want to stay on the phone and talk to her dad. I'm like, cool. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to be helpful. I'm like, what'd your mom say? She'll look at me and roll her eyes and say nothing. And I just freeze. I'll be like, did she just roll her eyes at me? So I'm arguing on the phone. I'm like, and then what's so bold of her, she can walk away. And when she walks away, I'm like,
man, what?
and I got to look lost on the phone.
Stupid.
I'm just, I'm the voice on the phone to mom. Hey, pick me up. I'm over here under the pillow,
Right.
Move it. But I think one of the most impacted moments I had that really it still hits me to this day. It's like brand new. Rough day, studio session long, tired, exhausted. Her mom sends me a video. And I'm like, all the kids out here just singing and stuff. And I was like, that's my daughter singing. Yeah. I was like, oh, snap. You on the stage, baby. You sing. I'm good. She FaceTimes me. I'm talking to her. And we just talking about the utmost things. She's telling me about her day. She was like, I made a song. I want to do a song. I'm like, you 4. So I'm just, all right, cool. But to just see her grab the mic and everything else, I was like, maybe I am doing something right. Even
Absolutely.
for like all fathers. And even mothers who have to be the father at the same time. When you feel like you're not doing right, literally take a second and admire your child and realize you're doing a lot right because they're still here, still breathing. Even fathers who can't see their kids, mothers too, because everybody's equal in the same situation. It's just not you or it's just not that person at that moment.
Right.
But it's just, don't get discouraged. Don't forget where you came from to see that your child's still breathing, living well. Give credit to where credit is due. Some people say, I can't stand my BM. Woo-de-woo. I thank God for her. Because half the times I'll be running around trying to figure out all this. And the fact that they can manage that,
yeah.
I'm like, who am I to talk down on this woman when she's taking care of, she's doing some of my duties because I'm not physically there for that physical portion.
Man.
And that's something that we fail to realize because we're like, oh, I'm the father, I'm the man. Just because you have a child don't make you a father. It's how you move it with your actions.
Preach. Just repeat that one more time.
Yeah, it like for like just because you're a father does just because you help to give birth to that child doesn't make you a full-term father.
Absolutely.
And there's some women also too, not going at them, but it's like there are men who are trying their best to be active fathers, and some women haven't matured enough or had the decency to be like, you're hurting your child by trying to prohibit that.
Yeah,
you're trying to keep it away, and then you want to give a bad name. But like what actor was it? Tyrese. Mm-hmm. His BM was doing that for 18 years. All of a sudden his daughter turned
crying.
Yeah, his daughter turned 18 and decided to live with the dad because she said she wants to know him more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all don't want to be that. Nobody wants to be that.
You waste. You got to think too. At a certain point, no matter how bitter you are, right? You have wasted 18 years.
Exactly.
That you literally can never get back.
Yeah.
You can never get back. You know what I'm saying? Like even in my own like personal family thing, one thing my mother has never done is like prohibit me from knowing my biological mother, right? Because my aunt adopted me when I was a kid, but one thing she never did was prohibit me from learning about or even speaking with my biological mother. You know what I'm saying? And even now, you might see it under some Instagram posts and stuff like that, like a random comment every now and then. And it's her reaching out, we talk. We do talk and everything, and shout out to you. You know, but it's one thing I think a lot of people have to realize is that, like, no matter how you feel about this person, doesn't mean that they feel about this person.
Thanks.
Right. But then one thing I also want to say is too, because you were saying about how like your daughter wants to make songs and stuff now too. Yeah. And you were talking about how your son now is like exuding all this confidence and everything, right? I think imitation is the biggest form of flattery, right? And if you ever need to know if you're doing something right, just look to see who's copying you. Right, because if it's being done well enough for somebody wanting to copy it, then you know it's a good product. You know what I mean? Right. Like if you look at even like the counterfeit bags and stuff like that, right? Okay, take Louis V for example. All right, people are out here paying for fake bags just because it has its name on it. They want to be like it, right? But for your child to pick something up that you've done and kind of pick it up and run with it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that is like the utmost compliment. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you, in a way, you want to be like me. And I think it's funny as parents, and I try to say this as like without tearing up and stuff, it's like as a parent, even now, I raise him to be nothing like me, but everything like me at the same time. You know? And so it's just like to see other people's kids doing the exact same thing, man, I think that shit is special. You know what I'm saying? That shit is special. Like having somebody who legitly sees everything good in you despite all the bad, you know what I mean? Yep. And I think that is just, you know, because you're talking about like getting a FaceTime and shit, and like there's nights, bro, where I'll be like DJing or something, and it's just like my fucking eyes are getting red right now. It's like I'll be DJing or something, like, or like this last time I took a trip to Italy, you know, and it's just like, damn, like I miss my kid, I miss my wife and everything, and then it's like I'm having like a shitty day or whatever, like, and then my wife will just send me some random ass video of this dude speaking straight gibberish. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here looking like a damn maniac on the train, laughing and giggling, you know what I'm saying, at my phone and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, it's the little things like that that I think like keep us all going.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So.
And also there's not a handbook of how to be a good parent.
Absolutely not.
We don't know. There's not a handbook of how to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just every parent has their own personalized handbooks of how they parent. And that's really, you really touched on that about because me as a mother and having a teenager and not having his father there to help, and it is hard, and raising them in a household with two women, with my wife and me, and it does sometimes get where it's like, am I doing it right? Because sometimes it just feels like you're just doing shit wrong, you know, and then I think about it, I'm like, shit, look how he's breathing, he's doing good. Like, I got to be doing something right. Got to be doing something.
That's the biggest thing. He's well dressed, he's well mannered. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're doing a great job. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing we kind of all skim over the fact is like looking at the current blessings that we have. Because at one point in time, we all prayed and asked for everything that we have for right now. Right? And so we have to take that time to appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You know? And just to speak, this is the last thing I kind of say about the parenting thing, you know, about not having that handbook, right? I feel like that's why I have so much grace with my parents, right? Like my dad had passed away, my mom, she got remarried and everything, and it wasn't perfect, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's why you have to have that amount of grace, because how do you know how to do something the first time you do it? You don't.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, and if there's one thing I could give to an audience as well, is just take that step back and realize that they probably tried their best. Now, I'm not giving some of you motherfuckers an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of you genuinely are shitty people.
Yeah. Right?
And some people do not deserve to have kids. And I will stand firmly on that. Right? But to the ones of you who actively tried and everything like that, and I think us, especially our generation, has to realize this too, you know, like, take that step back and realize maybe my mom wasn't that terrible of a person. She just did shit the wrong way. She talked to me the way I didn't want to be spoken to, but what she was saying was true. Yeah. It's just the way she said it.
Or maybe I didn't have it because she didn't have it.
Exactly.
And that's why we lived the way we did.
Exactly.
We went through, like, hey, and that's real talk. Hey, I'm very big at that with because family trauma carries on and goes from generations. That's why I was very strong with what I touched on earlier about me breaking generational curses.
Absolutely.
Because it does that, blaming mama and daddy and you're never forgiving them. All that does is because they were your mom and daddy, and then once you have kids, you gonna do the exact same shit that you said that your mom and daddy hurt because you didn't forgive them. You know what I'm saying? You didn't reflect and step back and understand, like, okay, there had to be a reason there, because you don't even know for real. A lot of us don't even know who our mama and daddies really are, or how they mamas and daddies were, and because traumas, things like routines and stuff that goes down from generation to generation, 100%. Like period. So 100%. You just have to, take heed of that.
I got one final question. Jamar, I think you already know this question. Auntie, this question is for you, right? So not only has this been a special episode for me, right, but this has also been like one of these things that I've been thinking about it for a while. And I know we are both wanted to know if you would like to join us as a permanent co-host on this episode, on this series, and this establishment. You know what I'm saying? To be
do y'all really want to listen to my loud ass all the
time?
Cue
the heartbeat.
I would love that. I'll tear up afterwards. I wanna cry in front of everybody.
Get down on it. Get down on it.
I'm singing Boss Man Nilo right now. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
But yes, I will definitely thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. I hope that this table here, right here, that we can put everything on the table, and we can not only like as you want to have your platform of introducing people and of that, but also us even giving dropping some knowledge and stuff for people out there listening, because it's all like, even today's topic, even though we were bouncing from it, but everything was true. Like we spoke, I loved it.
Appreciate it.
So I'm down for it.
I'll say that the end goal, especially for the audience, right? The end goal for you guys is not only, like I said earlier, for you guys to know about nightlife and stuff, but also for this to be the location that you sit down and you just listen to real shit. Yeah. Right? Not everything is going to be about me DJing, Jamar performing, or about Auntie party planning. Right? That's the biggest thing, because we're bigger than that. Right?
Absolutely.
And then the Saint is one of the personas that I have. Right? When I'm Chris, you know what I'm saying? That's Jamar.
And I'm Etchi.
You know what I'm saying? And so the biggest goal for me in this series is for you guys to connect with us personally, to see kind of what makes us tick. And I'm happy to have you on the side, because you know what? There's not too many people like you. And when I tell you, it's funny, right? Because your boy always has this damn iPad. Ask Jamar. I got this iPad, right? And for every single one of these I've had so far, I've always used this. You did not see this the whole episode, right? And I told her, I was like, when it comes to you, I don't put down notes. Yeah. I don't make notes when it comes to Auntie. You know what I'm saying? Because she not gonna follow him no way. But
I'm like, can I jump to question 4 real quick and we go back to
I wish I would have seen how she dissected the questions I had for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, she says a whole lot without saying something. And so I'm looking at her face, say, what the fuck is this? As she's scrolling down, I was like, oh, she's not fucking with these questions.
Auntie here, so we gonna see less and less of this iPad.
I'm telling you. And luckily, this one was not for her. Those questions were not for her. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, I wish I would have recorded it. Because, man, you know, like when your mom look at you when you're doing some stupid shit, you're like, all right, let me go sit my dumb ass down. Like, that's exactly how I felt.
Hey, what she said, if you got any question, you can ask me. I'm right here.
Look.
He grabbed that iPad slowly. Like,
I just started deleting shit. Just turned it off. I was like, you know what?
Select all, delete.
Yeah, we don't go by no program. You know what I'm saying?
So, look. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an amazing episode of The Location.
Thank you.
We'll be dropping, you know what I'm saying? Watch on our TikTok. I'm going to plug that in as well. TikTok, YouTube, and also Instagram.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On the Instagrams. You know what I'm saying? But Auntie, again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for not doing shit. Have a great night.
All right.